Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Rock Gamer, your number one stop for all things Rock Band 4, Guitar Hero Live, and Amplitude related. And today we had some more news from the world of Rock Band 4. We had PlayStation Access give us a really great in-depth look at the new instruments. It's actually the first look we've had of the new instruments. Any video you've probably seen of Rock Band 4 with people playing the game, they've been using PlayStation 3 instruments. So this is the first look at the PS4 instruments, and let's look peripheral by peripheral. Now the microphone is a new cosmetic design. I actually like the design. It looks more like a real microphone. It's going to be heavier, so it'll feel more like a real microphone and feel less like a toy like the previous ones have. It's going to have a longer cord length at about 15 feet, and it samples a 48 kilohertz and a 16-bit, which means that if you've ever played the old Rock Bands, you try to shout into the microphone, it'd be all muffled and the game really couldn't pick it up. But this new microphone is going to do a better job of picking it up, whether you're screaming into the microphone or whispering into the microphone. That's a really great thing to have. Let's go and talk about the new guitar. So the new guitar has a bunch of new features. I think most notably when you look at the cosmetic design of it, I think it's got a little bit more of a red kind of finish to it. The neck of the guitar has been reinforced. So if you've taken an old Rock Band 1 guitar and you try to bend it around the neck, you'll see that it'll bend pretty easily. Or if you try to press the actual lower part of the guitar, it'll actually press an indent. They've actually done a better job, so you can't really do that. The other thing that you'll notice is that the buttons are a lot quieter, and there's actually better response from the buttons. So no matter where you push the buttons when you're playing the game, you'll get the same kind of response and feeling like you're actually hitting notes, and the game's actually registering your presses. And that goes for both the solo buttons and the buttons that are higher up on the neck of the guitar. The other thing that's been improved is the tilt sensor is much better, so it's much easier to activate overdrive. The auto calibration has been improved. The guitar is now wireless, so you don't need a dongle. It connects directly to your PS4 through Bluetooth, which is nice because PS4 only has 2 USB ports. The other cool thing is that it only requires 2 batteries instead of 3. So just like the drums, you only need 2 batteries. You can get about 40 hours of gameplay. So if you play about an hour, hour and a half a day, you can probably get a whole month out of playing, on a single pair of batteries. And the other thing that's really neat is that the 5-way effects switch, where you can change between the different guitar effects, is also much quieter, and the strum bar has been improved. I wish the video would have maybe shown what the strum bar sounds like or how it actually presses down, because I'm not a person who likes the strum bar on the Rock Band controllers. I prefer Guitar Hero strum bar. Let's talk a little bit about the new drums. So talking about the new drums, some of the new features are that the cymbals are much improved. They do a better job of actually picking up cymbal hits, and crosstalk really shouldn't be an issue. I know if you played with the old Rock Band 3 Pro drums, you'd hit the cymbals like double hit sometimes, or they would activate a different drum pad, or you would have crosstalk where hitting the cymbals would activate the snare and you'd lose your streak. And this time around that really shouldn't be an issue. Also, the bass pedal has now been reinforced better, so that you really shouldn't be breaking that bass pedal. I remember when Rock Band 1 came out, a lot of people were breaking that bass pedal, largely because it had no steel plate on it. The other thing that's been improved is that the drum pads, a lot of people would play the old Rock Band kit and hit the same spot over and over again, and they'd leave little indents into the pad. And this time they've actually reinforced that, and they have better shock absorbers, and that really shouldn't be an issue on the new drum kit. The other thing that's improved is that only 2 batteries are required instead of 3, and this drum kit, just like the guitar, connects wirelessly through Bluetooth, so you won't need a dongle to actually use it. One thing to note is, I know some people were asking, you can't use the Rock Band 4 instruments on Rock Band 3. But if you do have the old Pro cymbals, you can just plug them directly into the new Rock Band 4 kit, and they should work without any issues. The other thing is that you can still add a second kick pedal or another pedal to control open hi-hat with that. The other thing they talked a little bit about was availability at launch. Harmonix has said this, and now the representative for MatCat said it. If you guys want Rock Band 4 on day 1 for either Xbox One or PS4, you need to pre-order it. So go to rockband.com/preorder and go put your name down to be notified when the pre-orders go live. Otherwise, you may not be guaranteed the game. The last thing I noticed too is that, I should have said it earlier, is that the Pro cymbals may not be available at launch. The MatCat's representative said if they're not available at launch, they should be shortly after launch. The other thing he mentioned is that the Pro cymbals would not be included with the box in a bundle. So if you do buy the band bundle, you won't get the Pro cymbals, so you have to buy those separately. But that basically does it for today's news. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys want to stay up to date on all things Rock Band 4, Guitar Hero Live, and Amplitude related, click the subscribe button. Take care.